Dear friends and colleagues of ICOM Pakistan, ICOM Malaysia, and ICOM Turkey, thanks for inviting me to your international virtual conference on museums. It is a great pleasure to share some considerations on the challenges that museums and the ICOM are facing and on our effort in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals in these difficult times. For over 8 months now, our lives have been turned upside down. Our sector is going through the most serious crisis in its modern history. A couple of weeks ago, we published the second ICOM Global Survey on the impact of COVID-19, a survey which confirms a widespread climate of uncertainty about the future of museums. While some museums have reopened with major limitations, many others stay closed. 6% of directors still think that their museum is at risk of permanent closure, and almost all museums all over the world have reduced their resources and activities. 16% of directors also state that at least a quarter of the staff in their museums was furloughed or laid off between February and September 2020, a figure that rises to more than half of the personnel for 10% of the museums. Freelance and temporary staff, often young and motivated professionals, are facing a disastrous situation, and many of them are now with no job or salary. We are risking to lose their knowledge and commitment, which would be a catastrophe. The loss of income due to the lockdown has been traumatic. Half of the directors think that their museum will lose at least a quarter of its revenue in 2020, and 32%, half of its annual revenues. Many museums will have to reconsider their business models and reinvent their social role. More than 50% of museums complain that so far they have received neither direct nor indirect financial support from governments. Policymakers have to take their own responsibilities and support museums facing such a difficult situation. To face anti-COVID requirements, museums have had to revolutionize their organization, innovate their monitoring systems, and implement sophisticated booking platforms in order to redistribute visitors in time and space in network with neighboring museums. The return of visitors to museums is low, and museum professionals are working hard to reassure both government and citizens that visiting museums is a safe and rewarding experience now, as it has always been. When the COVID emergency is over, museums will have to adapt to a new scenario, marked by the crisis of mass tourism, fewer resources, and persistent restrictions to access and participation. In the midst of this climate of uncertainty, it is difficult to keep our eyes in a complex and critical battle, the achievement of United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Inequalities among all strata of society have become greater. Something as simple as internet access is still impossible for more than 40% of the world's population. In our sector, this translates into difficult remote access to culture, both because of lack of means in many museums and because of lack of internet access for many households. The vision of ICOM is a world where the importance of natural and cultural heritage is universally valued. Today, more than ever, museums face unique challenges related to social, economic, and ecological issues. While serving as witnesses of the past and guardians of humanity's treasures for future generations, museums play a key role in development through education and democratization. ICOM has placed sustainability at the heart of its mission. In 2018, we established a working group on sustainability, which has been helping ICOM and its committees consider how to mainstream United Nations goals and the Paris Agreement across our range of activities. Our 25th General Conference in Kyoto sealed our organization's commitment with the resolution number 1 on sustainability and the implementation of Agenda 2030, transforming our world. In this resolution, ICOM recognizes that all museums can play a role in creating a sustainable future through their programs, partnerships, and activities. ICOM encourages all museums to respond to this challenge, rethinking and recasting their values, missions, and strategies. In 2020, ICOM's flagship advocacy event, the International Museum Day, endorsed for the first time the Sustainable Development Goals. By linking the theme to 4 key sustainable goals, International Museum Day encouraged museums around the world to boost their contribution to their achievement. The initiative was a success. Despite lockdowns, our interactive map registered more than 800 activities held worldwide to support the International Museum Day. And just during May, we reached over 115 million social media users and 42 million internet users. In 2021 and the years to come, we will continue to promote the role of museums in the achievement of the sustainable goals through International Museum Day. At the end of the year is approaching, it is crucial to look back at 2020 and reflect on what lessons from the past we can take into the future. For me, one of the biggest takeaways is the sheer resilience of our sector. Museums around the world have innovated, changed, and adapted their practice at an accelerated rhythm. ICOM has also been part of this wave of change by exploring new solutions for the new reality. Our committees, including, of course, ICOM Pakistan, Turkey, and Malaysia, have been more active than ever, and quite a great number of virtual conferences have been organized since lockdown began. It is this high adaptability, creativity, and resilience what we need when tackling the Sustainable Development Goals. To help museums and museum professionals continue their missions, ICOM has launched several initiatives. Aside from the surveys highlighting the hardship faced by museums around the world, ICOM has advocated for emergency funds and coordinated advocacy actions with the objective of keeping museums in the agendas of policymakers worldwide. Last month, I spoke in favor of museums and heritage at the meeting of the Ministries of Culture of the G20 countries and at the conference of UNESCO. ICOM has issued technical, scientific, and social recommendations on reopening, security, conservation, community resilience, and digital outreach. Even in lockdown, thanks to their remarkable professionalism, the Director General and the Secretariat have provided quality services, webinars, online training, resources, and grant schemes such as the call for ICOM Solidarity projects to support museum resilience, with an endowment of 280,000 euros. ICOM and the museum community are going through unprecedented circumstances. Our organization will continue to develop the spirit of innovation and participation. And despite the pressing challenges of COVID-19, our efforts to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals will continue. Thanks for your attention and my best compliments for such an interesting and successful conference. Ciao!